Recently, I was able to witness the fights of 3 great warriors. His powers were completely absurd. I had never seen anything like it.
What it do? It's your boy, Dragon Ball Art 92, and I'm back with another Kamehameha reaction video. And today, y'all, we got a good one today. Ultra Vegito kills his first god. You dig what I'm saying? But before we get started with the content today, make sure you guys give that like button a final flash for your boy. Don't forget the Kamehameha, that subscribe button, and special bean cannon, that notification bell, so that way you can be updated whenever I drop a new video. With that being said, let's get to the content.
You can finally see Ultra Vegito the way it was meant to. Every scene colored perfect to anime standards, just how I imagined it when I first drew it. So join now and be the first to see every episode from just $3 with more and more access at higher tiers. Link is in the description below and pinned comment. Enjoy. So our story continues with the cold Ultra Vegito standing poised, rooted to the spot as all around him swarm sparks of dark electricity. His shirt is off, revealing a perfect form, as though his muscles are carved by hand, one by one. We've never seen a Saiyan like this before in the history of Dragon Ball, as he continues to mutter, "I will make this right, no matter what I have to do." But for a moment, Ultra Vegito then stands there in silence. His mood suddenly changed as his head bows, and thoughts run through his mind of his loved ones. Around him, we see that Ultra Vegito is thinking of Bulma, Chi-Chi, Trunks, Gohan, and Goten.
Hey, man, I just got to say this, right? Why Ultra Vegito seem like a pimp, bruh? He got 2 chicks. He got Bulma and Chi-Chi. Best of both worlds out here. Nah, bro, but seriously, bro. I couldn't imagine, being in a situation where you're fused with another being and you basically share families. Both of the families become one. It's very interesting, man. But I know that's motivation for Ultra Vegito, knowing that his family gone. And anybody in their right mind would feel the same way.
Wrecked with emotion, feeling a pain that none of us could ever understand. Slowly, words begin to come from his gritted teeth. My family, they're all gone, taken from me, and I didn't even get the chance to save them, to fight for them. And now, their Dragon Balls, they're gone too. Why? For one mistake, they took everything else. Everything. There's an unnerving coldness to Ultra Vegito's stare, like a part of him has been broken. A part that maybe once broken can never be repaired again. But a thought comes to him. Ultra Vegito lifts his face and looks over his shoulder to the staff, his fist clenched in emotion. I can't let this be, but I also can't jump to conclusions. I have to know for sure what happened. They deserved more than this. I deserve more than this. Ultra Vegito then grabs the staff and peers into it, and sure enough, it soon begins to show an image. The scene shifts to show our big blue Earth perched effortlessly in the great expanse of space, the other planets lurking in the background. But as we zoom in closer into its...
See, I made this point, I don't know what video it was, but how the Grand Priests and the angels can actually see events that happen without somebody telling them. So if that's the case, the way that they judge Ultra Vegito was insane to me. But I guess since Weez had kind of explained that, there's no explanation or reasoning for the destruction of a god when it wasn't appointed to have that type of fight, But
atmosphere, suddenly all 11 gods of destruction are seen for the first time all together on the planet of our heroes. Their looks a mixture of contempt and sinister pleasure, as if they know exactly what they are about to do. And Champa, with the most sinister smirk, then says, as he looks around to Belmod, "I guess it's time to get this party started. You guys ready to have some fun?" I know I am. This is the planet where those dirty scum grew up. And from what I hear, they even have some offspring around here, along with a ton of his comrades that all affiliate with that god killer. Belmod in response looks angry, a sneer smeared across his face as he then responds, "How disgusting! How did Beerus even let such a pathetic planet exist? It's not like him to allow such disobedient mortals to coexist on his turf. He wanted those Saiyans gone, but I guess he just missed a few and got lazy to do anything about it. Utterly despicable, Beerus." Huh? Suddenly, though, Belmont notices some power levels arriving. His attention is drawn to the sky, where 4 bright lights get larger and larger, their power surges increasing as they get closer too. And soon enough, as we zoom in, we see the 4 are none other than the protectors and Z fighters of Earth.
you got to give the Z fighters props, because I know if they are on their way to the destroyers, they felt their energy. And I'm pretty sure they already knew that something was up. But for them to do all that flying, they probably are wondering where their fathers are at the moment. So, this scene is quite interesting, them doing this. You got to love the Z fighters for protecting the Earth. You dig? They were gangster, bruh, and they wasn't scared.
Gohan, Yamcha, Krillin, and Piccolo. Eventually, they reach the gods, and Gohan is immediately surprised at their presence. But he has one thing on his mind to ask, and he says, "Hey, that clothing. You're the gods of destruction, aren't you? I remember you from the tournament. I don't know why you're here, but Dad and Vegeta have been missing for weeks now. Nobody's been able to get a hold of them. Beerus or Whis. Have you got any idea what's going on?" For a moment, there's a stalemate, as the gods just stare back at these mortals who dare address them so casually. And even Krillin comments, "Guys, they don't seem like they're in the talking mood." While Piccolo just grunts, "I have a bad feeling about this." Eventually, though, from behind the gods, Liquir, the god of destruction of Universe 9, appears, looking completely angered by their approach, responding, "Your dad and Vegeta. How interesting indeed. No wonder you thought you had the right to demand answers from a deity. It would appear that this child is one of the God Killer's spawn." What? Instantly shocking Piccolo as he hears the term God Killer being connected in any way to his friend Goku, as he continues, "Wait, what did you just say? Did you just call Son Goku and Vegeta God Killers? That's impossible." But Liquor soon bares his teeth. Vexed now, he continues angrily, "No, it's not impossible, Namekian. It's the truth. His father and Vegeta, the traitors of this universe, have been sentenced to death for their actions, erased for the crime of killing Universe 7's god of destruction, Beerus. A crime we shall not stand for, and one that has still not had its toll paid." What? No!
You can tell they felt some type of way about Vegito after they gave him his personal punishment. Then for them to go all the way to Earth just to deliver more punishment to beings that were nowhere near as strong as them. They really took that personal, bro. And to be honest, that was a bitch move for them gods.
And in unison, Krillin, Yamcha, and Piccolo are left in disbelief. As Yamcha tries to alleviate the situation, what? No way! There has to be some kind of mistake. They wouldn't do that. But Gohan is having a harder time receiving this information than anybody else. His mouth is wide open, sweat glistening on his face. Something inside him has clicked. He's not worrying about what they think his dad has done. He's worrying about what they've done to him. Tell me, you didn't just say those words. You erased my dad, as in Hokkaido? You mean not even the Dragon Balls can ever bring him back now? You think you can...
Why Gohan look like his stomach hurt? Bruh, this look on his face, man. You can tell that he was going through it at this moment. Like he was about to explode or something, bro. You know how Gohan be doing it. He be using that anger, man, to start whooping ass, bro. You feel me?
Just say that and get away with it. Ugh. And instantly, something snaps in Gohan. The same feeling covers his body as when he first saw Android 16 die before his eyes. And with a roar that has now become unlike Gohan, he screams loud, powering up, the energy surging around his body being immense. His hair stands on end, reaching to the heavens, his fist balled up and pointing down towards hell, the same place he wishes to send these gods who took his father away. With complete conviction and confidence, Gohan leans forward and begins rushing in at the gods, fury etched all over his face. I don't care what you think he's done! You bring my dad back now! Belmont, though, just watches with his arms on his hips, unfazed and almost amused as a sinister look creeps onto his face and he says, Look at this. It seems that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, does it? Can't say I'm surprised. I guess that means we have another god killer on the loose that needs to be put down. Ridiculous. Handle him now, Liquor, so we can be done with this. Just like that, Liquor instantly teleports in front of Gohan, responding, gladly. Gohan, seeing this though, instantly stops in his tracks, as in front of him is now a ball of Hakai, immediately enlarged and ready to be shot. Gohan can't help but think in fear, huh? How did he get there so fast? Barely saw him move. What is that energy? Is that... But determined to not waste any more time, the orb of destruction energy begins to grow at an alarming rate, and Liquor opens his mouth wide and yells, You filthy mortal! Time to pay for your father's sins! Hakai! For a brief moment, Gohan is mentally lost in a state of shock. He has no idea what's happening, but even if he did,
Man, it's savage what Liquor just did to Gohan, but it's still a bitch move, bro, in my opinion. You know, to go after beings that you know you're stronger than, that's still a bitch move. But it's savage, though, because, you know, it are more sinister than anything because they wanted to torture Vegito even more, even though they already had the man tortured, locked up, chained up for 10 years. But, you know, they going ham. And I know Vegito having PTSD right now watching this.
there would still be nothing that he could do about it. Slowly, we see Gohan being erased from existence, his whole body disappearing as he's frozen in place, until finally, there isn't a single trace left of Son Gohan, the Saiyan who once had the most potential. Gohan, no! And Piccolo, with more emotion than he's ever shown before, yells out with futility for the man he thought of like a son, reaching out to save him even though he is now dust. And Krillin is also filled with emotion, watching as someone he has seen grown from a child completely go away, as he yells, "No! Gohan, please hold on!" But Krillin doesn't even get to finish calling out for Gohan before his face changes as something doesn't feel right. Something is off. A sudden and sharp pain in his chest beginning to emerge, and when he looks down, it's soon revealed Krillin has been tragically shot with an arrow made of destruction energy.
Cold-blooded, bro. We can all say goodbye to Krillin, because his ass about to get erased by arrow. Salute, Krillin. Salute.
Piercing his chest and going straight through the other side. Krillin can only look down and mutter, "What? Oh, why me?"
Good question. Why him? And I do want to say this too. The artwork is amazing as far as how they put the blood in there. That looks so realistic right there. Great job with the artwork.
As we then see his soon-to-be murderer standing with a smile, pleased with herself, and even holding the very bow that shot Krillin. Helles, the god of destruction of universe too. She says, "Nice, that's a perfect shot. Told you fools, I knew these Hakai arrows would come in handy. Well, that's my part done. One less threat to the gods removed. You're welcome.
Krillin wasn't no.
I'll let you guys have
Hold
it."
on, bro. Krillin was not no threat to the gods. Actually, none of them was a threat to the gods. That was just an excuse for them to go out there and do some whack ass shit. Let's keep it real.
The rest of this scum, while Krillin stands rooted to the spot, unable to move, and then slowly he too starts to fade from existence as the Hakai energy from the arrow begins to seep into his body, until the best friend of Son Goku is now nothing more than particulate matter. Krillin, no! Piccolo can only stare in panic, powerless to stop his friends, his loved ones from being erased. He feels at this moment he either fights and dies, or dies without a chance, like the rest. He shouts out to Yamcha, gritting his teeth, "Yamcha, listen to me! We don't have much time! I need you to back me up while I attack! This is our last chance to save Earth and everybody we love!" What? But Piccolo too soon finds his words interrupted, as he now stares into a sight that no mortal should ever see, even in their worst nightmares.
Okay.
Surrounding Piccolo are
man.
4 gods of destruction: Kitela, Sidra, Rumshi, and Arak. Their hands pointed firmly at the Namekian, blocking any escape and trapping him like a lab rat. Piccolo, staring in panic, can only let out, "No, their speed! I can't even keep up with them, especially when their ki is undetectable." In a last-ditch effort, Piccolo looks to Yamcha for some backup and yells,
Well, if their key was so undetectable, how did y'all know they were theirs? How did y'all just automatically just start flying to the positions that the God of Destruction were? For real. I'm pretty sure I wasn't the only one that picked up on that. Which I already know, though, in the real season, that the Gods of Destruction energy are undetected. I'm just wondering how all that played out, you know.
"Yamcha, we've got no choice. Use your solar!" But as Piccolo turns around, he shockingly notices that not even a trace of Yamcha remains.
Damn, they got
He
Yamcha
had been
already?
taken out already by the gods? No, he's still alive, just flying away with his eyes full of tears, yelling,
Hey, Yamcha bitched out, bro. He was like, fuck that, bro. I'm out of here, bro. Y'all can take this fight, bro. I'm going back to the house, bro. Oh man. And the smart one that was in the whole group, bro, was Tien, bro, because he was not around at all, bro. He was like, I ain't doing it. But man, Yamcha was trying to be smart.
No way in hell am I sticking around for that! I'm out of here! As Piccolo just watches on gobsmacked that this was the reaction of Earth's final defense. We then get a close-up on the faces of the 4 gods surrounding Piccolo. They look vengeful, determined in their mission. In unison, they all yell, Hakai! As 4 massive balls of destruction then proceed to scrape onto Piccolo, as the Namekian opens his mouth and screams in terror and pain, before he too finally becomes nothing but dust. Goku's first great rival and Gohan's second father, now gone forever. And now, with all the important and most powerful fighters of Earth disposed of personally, Belmont begins laughing mockingly, while carrying above him a humongous ball of Hakai aimed only at one place, as he commands, Fellow gods of destruction, I invite you to join me in the erasure of the God Killer's home. If you want revenge for Beerus, say I! As each one of the other 10 gods of destruction yell in unison in agreement. And soon after, we're treated to a shocking image of all 11 gods, hands out, and some form of Hakai energy ball, all different styles and shapes, together one final time. This is for Beerus! Hakai! And thus from the silence of space, we from a distance see all 11 Hakais impact on the Earth, inevitably causing it to slowly completely erase. From the city, we see a familiar young woman holding a precious baby. As the oblivious baby's face begins to vanish in the light, we all realize it is tragically Baby Pan. And as she too disappears forever, she naively lets out, Grandpa? Before just like that, planet Earth and all its inhabitants are lost forever.
Boy, y'all be thinking on some deep level sometimes with these storylines, bro. To incorporate stuff like that, like you got to be open-minded enough to do that, man. That was a cold scene, man, to see Pan go out like that and then say Grandpa at the end. You know Vegito is having PTSD right now, bro.
At the hands of the merciless gods of destruction. Ultra Vegito is left in complete shock, tears flowing from his eyes. No! Those monsters! They really did it! Billions of people! Innocents! My family! My friends! They'll pay! They will pay! Tears continue to flood Ultra Vegito's eyes, as for a moment he thinks in silence, wallowing in the sorrow and pain of what he's just witnessed. In that moment, he can only call out the name of his first son. Gohan, I'm so sorry. Take me to their killers now! But suddenly, in a rage, like a switch is flipped, Ultra Vegito yells at the staff he wields as if it were his slave, and instantly, he and the angelic staff find themselves shooting off majestically. Eventually, Vegito arrives somewhere foreign, in another universe, in a place he's never seen before. His fury is slowly replaced with intrigue as he looks around, wondering where Whis' staff has taken him to. What the? Where the hell am I? This place seems so strange. I don't even know if the staff took me to where I wanted to go. Vegito thinks for a second, looking around at the strange inhabitants of this planet that are looking back at him from the shadows, just as confused as he is. I guess I could use instant transmission to pinpoint where this universe's god of destruction is hiding. Vegito places 2 fingers to his head and waits, but nothing happens. Then he realizes what he's done wrong. Oh right, I forgot. I can't sense a god's key signature. Damn it. Hold up. Maybe I can. Vegito then violently grabs the staff and yells out, "Take me to this universe's god of destruction immediately!" And the staff then mysteriously once again does as it's told, and
Vegito was mad at the staff, bro, the way he was talking that G thing. And the staff was the one helping him. Hilarious, bro. But hey, can't be mad at that boy. His whole family got took.
Vegito shoots off once more, leaving as quickly as he arrived. And Ultra Vegito then suddenly arrives on another strange planet, this time on one very similar to Beerus's old home. Huh? Immediately, Liquir's angel Korn senses an intruder, his eyes darting to the direction of where his senses are rising from. He informs Liquir by his side, "My lord, I do not mean to alarm you, but it appears that someone has arrived. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe your life may be in danger." Oh. At first, Liquir appears unbothered, but a sense of curiosity then inevitably reaches him as he responds, "My life in danger? Now who the hell would be powerful enough in this universe to make you say that, Korn?" "Probably the God Killer, you damn fox! And I think it's time to remind you why I have that name." Instantly starting the duo who could not sense Ultra Vegito in his perfected form.
Hey, bro, he was ready for them hands. He was ready to fight, bro. There's no more talking. He about to destroy this fox. Oh my God. Look at the way Liquor is looking right now. He's like, what the hell's going on? Hilarious.
Huh? Who the hell is that? While Korn says, "No, that staff." As Vegito slowly descends, he mockingly lets out, "Look at your dumb faces. Do you even realize yet who has arrived before you? I guess it's been 10 years. Maybe you're starting to lose your eyesight in your old age, Liquor." "What? It's you? How? How is this possible? You should be dead. You should have been erased." As now Liquor's face changes to one of shock as it finally becomes clear who this figure in the air is. Meanwhile, Vegito descends laughing. "About time, you dumb fox!" Before landing on the ground, simultaneously stabbing the staff into...
Vegito was a great insulter. He makes some great insults to his enemies, bro. He be fucking trolling the shit out of their ass.
the floor for it to stand up by itself upright. Vegito then continues, responding to Liquor saying, "But yes, Fox, you're right. I should be dead. And in fact, I am. On the inside. What is before you now is a ghost of my former self. And I won't be laid to rest until you gods pay for what you did to Earth, to my family and friends, and for what you did to Gohan!" Immediately, on reminding himself on what happened to his oldest son, Ultra Vegito ferociously powers up, the ground around him cracking from the weight of such a monstrous surge of energy. His hand letting go of Whis' staff now, ready to take revenge for everything. What the hell is this now? This looks like both destruction energy and Ultra Instinct. Is this what Beerus was dealing with when he died? Impossible! The power of Vegito proves so great, even the god of destruction must cover himself as he looks in awe. What the?
Ooh,
But
fast as
suddenly,
hell.
from behind
He's not
Liquor,
playing.
Ultra Vegito appears, flying at him emotionless, but at full speed with his arm already cocked back. And with a punch Vegito has been waiting 10 years to deliver, Ultra Vegito slams Liquor.
I bet you that punch was full of hate, full of anger, full of 10 years of suppression. Boy, that punch must have hurt it.
Right in his face, causing the god to draw blood as he's seen flying at top speed towards one of the planet's mountains, crash landing deep into it with seemingly no way to stop himself. Meanwhile, Liquor's angel watches the fight unfold from the side, and surprised at what he's just witnessed, he thinks, this mortal is like none other I have seen before. He was on Liquor before he could even move. That's some speed, considering Lord Liquor is known around the multiverse for just how fast he is. Yet he didn't even have a chance to block that attack. And what's worse, I didn't anticipate it either. As cool thinks on, Liquor immediately bursts out of the mountain, angrier than ever, living up to his appearance, growling like a feral beast. He stares at Vegito like he's his next meal and proclaims, "You may have killed Beerus with that kind of lucky punch, I'll give you that. But I'll be damned if you slaughter another one of us deities, you filthy mortal. Allow me to remind you why we are gods and you are just another lowly life form." With that comment,
That cockiness is what got him killed. Like real talk. If you can't see the potential in somebody that you fight, regardless of what you think where they come from or not, you will lose. It's bad to underestimate your opponents, bro. And that's what he just did.
Liquor balls his fists together, digs his feet into the ground, and powers up. Rocks and debris blast away from him. The air around him intensifies and begins to crackle with lightning and sparks as the fox god begins emanating a powerful destruction energy from his very skin. And from behind, he suddenly sprouts 9 tails, each one with a small but concentrated ball of destruction energy sitting at the top. Ultra Vegito, meanwhile,
Oh, we got that Naruto reference. 9 tails, huh? Yeah.
seeing this, is left completely taken aback for a second. With a bemused face, he responds, "What the? A 9-tailed fox, huh? Now why does that sound familiar?" Thinking back to an old anime Trunks was watching on TV. Liquor, on the other hand, doesn't find any of this funny. He's serious in his intentions, and as he gears up to fire, he yells, "Prepare to die, God Killer!" And just like that, Liquor instantly sends off all 9 balls of her kind, shot like cannonballs, each one so dangerous, just the slightest graze would result in complete erasure. But Ultra Vegito, either stupidly or confidently, remains totally calm, completely unfazed as he stands there watching as the balls of energy approach him. He just stares on coldly and thinks to himself, "That's really the best he's got? Ridiculous. I grow tired of this already. This is no challenge whatsoever. It seems I found myself at the home of the weakest god. Typical. I'll end this here and now find the others. Hopefully, they'll at least make me break a sweat before I dispose of them." And with that said, Vegito conjures his signature energy sword in his left arm. A blade so sharp it could cut through anything. A true Godslayer blade. He plants his feet into the ground, waiting for the right moment to attack, taking his time before... Ultra Vegeta, without any fear, shoots into the heart of the balls of energy, and skillfully he moves through them, dodging each at the very last second until...
I don't know what Liquor thought, especially if Ultra Vegito is using Ultra Instinct. Of course, he's going to be able to dodge those blasts. Like, they're not going to touch him, bruh. So that was a retarded move, in my opinion.
Before Liquor can understand what's going on, Ultra Vegito lands perfectly beside him. Balanced.
Bro, that neck slice, bro's insane, bro. He ain't surviving that, bro. There's no way. Cold-blooded.
On one knee, his back to him, his blade still drawn behind him, and his face looking away as if he doesn't need to see what he's done because he already...
Hey, why Vegito look like he was doing that dab move? That bow!
knows. Meanwhile, we see Liquor's face is decidedly different, full of shock and open mouth. As he stands there with that frozen face, he inexplicably is still in that position and only mutters the words, "God Killer." And we then go into the view of Liquor, who at the moment can see his beloved angel cord, until suddenly the angle of his view sharply changes before falling on the ground and turning in a way that should just not be possible. And standing there, now headless, with Liquor's skull on the ground, is a decapitated god of destruction, explaining exactly what we just...
And, bro, that's gory as hell, bro. That's what's up. But they would not dare put this in the canon type of series, bro, because they don't want to show this type of gruesomeness. But this would make the series great, bro. At least they should bring back some type of blood, some type of, like, realness to the series. You dig? My opinion.
Saw. After enough blood gushes out, Liquor's lifeless body eventually then falls to the ground, to the back of a now standing Vegito. Coldly, knowing his job is now done, Vegito then retracts his energy blade. And with now not even the slightest sign of remorse, Ultra Vegito then walks over to the deceased body and looks down, saying, 10 years. 10 years just so you could last less than a minute against me. No wonder you wanted me dead. How could a god command any respect, knowing full well they couldn't even hold a candle to a mortal? Soon, Vegito just as calmly places his hand out, and using his perfectly controlled destruction energy, creates his own ball of Hakai. As he looks down on Liquor one last time, he says, "Not even death is enough for you, Fox. You and your kind erased everything I ever loved. Everything in my life that was good. They can't even enjoy the afterlife because of your actions. And now, neither will you. Hakai!" And with that, Ultra Vegito mercilessly erases what's left of Liquor, his decapitated body and lone head too. And now, with at least Gohan avenged, Vegito walks back over to Whis' staff, ready to leave for his next destination and victim. But from behind, Korn calls out, "Wait, Vegito." The angel has been watching patiently, and with a slight bit of hesitation proclaims, "Before you go, there is something I must say to you. That staff that you wield as your own is not for mortal use. As I'm sure you are aware, that belongs to my dear brother Whis. I know not what you have done to him, nor how you are even able to wield its power. but it's blasphemous for an angel's instrument to be handled by those it is not meant for, especially for the evil deeds you are carrying out. I suggest that you leave that here, for you have already done enough to dirty the name of the angels, and I will not stand for any more. For a moment, there is a silence as Vegito says nothing in return. But with a sudden and maniacal turn of his face, Ultra Vegito is seen as he lets out incredibly, "Oh yeah? Then do something about it, weakling."
Oh, whoa.
But that was it for today's video.
Hey, that's what's up, bro. Yeah, that was another good episode. And Ultra Vegito, he definitely go put up a fight against the angel, because the angel pretty much can't even fight at this moment. His power's gone. Now that his God of Destruction is gone, you know. So that was a good one today, you guys. And I'm going to end the video right there. Make sure you hit that like button. You subscribe to the channel. Most people that watch the page or watch the channel not subscribe. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button and join the family, y'all. Dragon Ball Art family. We do big things over here, man. We working to grow. We working to progress. You feel me? We all about positive mind state, looking forward and working for what we want in life. You dig? Because there's no other way you're going to get it, in my opinion. But that's the end of the video. I hope everybody has a good day. I'm about to go get me some food. You dig? Have a great day and enjoy. Peace, power, and love to everybody out there, man. DT, I'm out.
Recently, I was able to witness the fights of 3 great warriors. His powers were completely absurd. I had never seen anything like it.